Look, I've had this on my mind all week, and it is time we discuss the reports that veteran quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo is officially open to joining a new team for another NFL season. Seeing his name back in the mix creates a massive ripple effect for the Indianapolis Colts, especially considering the ongoing trade rumors surrounding Anthony Richardson. It is a wild situation that comes down to two things: the reality of his availability and the potential impact on our current quarterback room. The deeper you look into this, the more questions arise. Smash that like button, subscribe, and represent your city in the comments. Let us dive in. Jimmy Garoppolo has spent this offseason contemplating retirement, but recent reports from NFL Network insiders indicate he is now open to returning for another season under the right circumstances. While he has never suited up for the Indianapolis Colts, his career record of 43-21 at age 34 makes him an intriguing target for a franchise always looking to bolster its roster. Our front office, led by Chris Ballard and Shane Steichen, has worked tirelessly to build a championship culture, and for us, the possibility of adding a veteran with 2 Super Bowl rings feels like a major development. We have seen our team navigate complex quarterback situations before, and adding a proven commodity like Garoppolo could serve as an essential bridge or insurance policy should our plans for Anthony Richardson shift. And this is the part that gets me. The sheer uncertainty of his potential fit creates a genuine divide among our fan base. Some of us appreciate the stability a seasoned veteran provides, while others worry that bringing in a high-profile name could distract from the development of our young core. The emotional weight of this news hits hard because we remember the sting of past seasons where quarterback health derailed our postseason aspirations. If the team is truly considering this move, it suggests they are weighing a high-stakes trade involving Richardson that many of us are not yet ready to accept. We have to wonder if this interest is merely a contingency plan for a worst-case scenario, or a signal that our leadership is losing faith in the current trajectory of the roster. Before we decide if this is a wise move for the Colts, we need to look at the numbers and see if the financial reality matches the hype, because that is where the real story resides for our future. The most surprising reality facing our franchise today is that Shane Steichen and Chris Ballard may view a veteran like Jimmy Garoppolo as a necessary insurance policy against the uncertainty of our current quarterback room. While we have invested heavily in Anthony Richardson, the reality of his development remains an open question, and the team needs to protect its long-term goals against the volatility of a single season. The logic here is clear. If an offer too good to refuse arrives for Richardson following a dominant preseason, the organization will need a bridge quarterback capable of maintaining competitive standards immediately. Here's what people are missing regarding this potential acquisition, because Garoppolo possesses a career win-loss record of 43-21 that suggests he is more than just a bench warmer. His experience as a 2-time Super Bowl champion provides the kind of steadying presence that our younger roster members desperately need when the pressure mounts in the fourth quarter. Historically, we have seen teams falter because they failed to prepare for the inevitable injury or personnel shift. But signing a proven commodity like him would signal that we are serious about competing every single Sunday. Behind closed doors, the coaching staff likely views this as a low-risk, high-reward move that keeps our playoff window wide open regardless of who is under center. With the market for reliable backup talent shrinking rapidly, failing to secure a veteran who can win games could leave us exposed if our primary plans go sideways. We know how quickly a promising campaign can derail, and adding someone with his pedigree ensures that the ship stays upright even during a transition phase. As we look at the broader landscape of the NFL, it becomes clear that smart teams value depth over flash, and that is exactly the path we must choose. Now that we have covered the latest updates regarding the veteran signal caller, let us pivot to what this situation implies for our squad. Here is where it gets interesting as we evaluate the future of the quarterback room under the leadership of Shane Steichen and the front office. Signing a seasoned professional like Garoppolo matters right now because the Colts must ensure the offense remains competitive regardless of any potential personnel shifts. If our organization decides to field offers for Anthony Richardson, adding a veteran with a 43-21 career record provides the stability required to maintain our high standards. This move would fundamentally alter our depth chart, offering a reliable bridge option while Daniel Jones completes his recovery from that difficult Achilles injury. Such a change brings a layer of veteran composure that protects our investment in the roster during high-stakes matchups against division rivals like the Houston Texans. By securing a backup with immense experience, we effectively raise our floor and increase our chances of surviving the grueling 18-week grind of an NFL season. This isn't just about insurance for a single game. It is about keeping our playoff ambitions alive when we face off against tough opponents in the second half of the calendar. Without a proven hand behind center, a minor setback could derail months of hard work and preparation, causing us to lose critical ground in the race for the postseason. By integrating a player of his caliber, the team signals a commitment to winning every single week, ensuring that our coaching staff can execute their full playbook with confidence. As we look ahead, having that extra layer of security helps us navigate a competitive schedule with the poise expected of a championship contender, ultimately bolstering our standing when it matters most in January. As Indianapolis Colts fans, we must consider if adding Jimmy Garoppolo to our roster is a shrewd move or a redundant gamble. The primary argument for bringing in a veteran with a career win-loss record of 43-21 is simple insurance. Should Chris Ballard decide to entertain a massive trade offer for Anthony Richardson, we would need a proven leader to steady the ship immediately. And I cannot stress this enough. Having a two-time Super Bowl champion who understands the nuances of the league would provide unmatched stability for a young squad during a transition. However, the downside is equally clear. Signing a high-profile backup often creates unnecessary noise in the locker room. If Shane Steichen is committed to developing our current room, bringing in someone with Garoppolo's resume might complicate the internal hierarchy or signal a lack of faith in our current signal callers. Around the league, NFL Network insiders report that Garoppolo is actively open to returning under the right circumstances. Though teams like the Chargers, Broncos, Patriots, and Bills are also being floated as potential landing spots. Personally, I find the idea of signing him as a bridge for Daniel Jones to be quite a stretch, as that assumes a level of instability in our QB room that may not actually exist. While analysts are busy speculating on where he lands, I believe we should remain cautious. What I really think is that unless our front office makes a drastic change regarding Richardson, we are better off investing those resources elsewhere. The veteran presence is alluring, but we must decide if we want to prioritize long-term growth or short-term comfort. Balancing these needs is the hallmark of a championship organization, and I am curious to see if our leadership agrees that Garoppolo is the right fit for our specific culture. When we look at the potential for a veteran presence like Jimmy Garoppolo joining the fold alongside the ongoing evolution of our roster, the future of this organization comes into sharper focus. The Colts are clearly prioritizing long-term stability while remaining opportunistic about high-upside additions that provide security. And that changes everything regarding our outlook for the coming seasons, as we are no longer just hoping for success, but actively engineering a competitive environment that accounts for any contingency. As fans, we should feel genuinely optimistic, because this indicates that management is committed to a win-now mentality that protects our hard-fought progress regardless of who is under center. It shows a level of maturity in the front office that we have craved for years, ensuring that one injury cannot derail our playoff ambitions. Having a battle-tested signal caller available to bridge gaps allows our younger core to develop with a safety net, fostering a culture of excellence where the standard never drops. We have seen how quickly fortunes change in this league, so adding insurance for a star like Anthony Richardson is a wise, proactive investment for a franchise with legitimate championship goals. With these roster dynamics in mind, we have to consider our path forward as we prepare for kickoff. Between the Los Angeles Chargers, the Denver Broncos, the Indianapolis Colts, the New England Patriots, and the Buffalo Bills, which of these 5 teams do you believe needs Jimmy Garoppolo the most to save their upcoming season? If you enjoyed the video, do not forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. For the shoe, I'll see you in the next one. Stay tuned for more exclusive NFL insights and breaking news as we continue to track every major move around the league throughout this intense and unpredictable professional football season.